Hello! Thank you so much for returning to my YouTube channel or coming to visit me for the first time. My name's Charlotte Snowball and it is the greatest pleasure to have you with me here today. So this video is about learning to say no. One of my favourite quotes about this is by Sonia Parker, and she says, "Live your life for you, not for anyone else. Don't let the fear of being judged, rejected or disliked stop you from being yourself." One of my most annoying traits is I find it really hard to say no to people who ask me to do things I really don't want to do. And I know I'm not the only one, but I just find it really difficult to figure out why myself and other people find it so hard to say this two little letter word. Two little letter word. It's a mouthful. It's literally just a word and it causes so much stress and anxiety. But recently I have realised that the reason I personally find it hard to say no is the fear of rejection, hurting people's feelings, or coming across as rude. So by making sure everybody else is happy, I'm not happy myself. Saying no to people doesn't make you selfish, unkind, or a bad person. These are just things that we believe, which is why it's such a challenge for us to actually say no. I remember when I was a kid, it was so easy to say no. Like, if my mum was like, "Charlotte, tidy your bedroom," no. Or, "Eat all your dinner," no. Or, "Go to bed early." I mean, that one I never struggled to say no with, because if you know me personally, you know that I go to bed pretty early and I'm quite good at putting myself to bed early. So let's scrap that example, but you get my point. So what changed as we're growing up? I think what happened is when we're at school, we're taught all these things that we have to do, otherwise we come across as naughty or misbehaving. And then as we grow up, we're told to kind of do the opposite. So everything we've been taught, we're now told to change. So it's really confusing. So for example, we were taught to not say no because that comes off as impolite and rude. So then we see the word no as being an off-limit word, which is bad-mannered and selfish and rude. So then as adults, we still worry that we may be humiliated or rejected. So how do we get over this and appreciate and realise our own values? Firstly, we need to stop living our lives with the hope that we will get other people's approval. When we allow ourselves to do this, we are actually saying that the opinion somebody else has of us is actually more important than the opinion we have of ourselves. So the next time somebody asks you to do something, think, is it actually worth my time? Do I actually want to do it, or is it just going to make me unhappy the day I have to do it? Once we say yes to doing something we don't want to do, we spend so much time thinking of ways to get out of it, whether we lie to this person or tell the truth or think up some really random excuse. And this causes us so much stress when we could have simply just said no. We have to remember that we have the right to say no, and we shouldn't be afraid of letting people down if it's going to affect our own happiness. When you're saying no, you don't need to be rude about it, but you also don't need to apologise or give a reason for why you don't want to do this. And also, the person that's asking you to do something would probably prefer it if you were upfront and said no from the beginning, rather than a couple of days before telling them that you've changed your mind. So always be upfront and honest with people, and I guarantee that they'll appreciate that a lot more. So when somebody asks you to do something, just say thanks, but no thanks. And I guarantee that saying no to somebody will give you a sense of freedom and more control over your own life. Anyway, try it and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any other questions, make sure to send me a message, or you can contact me via Instagram, Charlotte Snowball. Yeah, have the best week, and I hope this has helped and you don't get in too much trouble for saying no.